So there's been a lot of requests this semester from faculty that want to know how to tell how much of a video that is, or how long students are spending on content, or how much of a video students have watched. And there's a couple ways to do this, and I want to just kind of walk through that process. So the first way is we can always go into the piece of media that we want to check out, like right within the content area. You can click into the piece of content wherever it's embedded or linked itself. This is the really quick kind of eyeball way. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see your instructor panel here, and on the completion summary, you can see if somebody's accessed it. So that tells me right here that Michael has accessed this, but I don't know if he's really paid that close attention to it. He could have just clicked through it. So to get a little bit more information, I can go to the course resources and I can go to the class progress. And I can click right into Michael to see what and how long he's paying attention to for content. So under the content area here, I can open that up and I can see that he's actually spent 11 minutes and 11 seconds on that piece of content. So depending upon how long my content is, that gives me a really good idea. Now, if your content and video is embedded into the learning management system, students are just going to be clicking play and they're logged in. So there's no way that they can watch it without it actually recording, or without the LMS rather recording how long they're spending on it. So the only other way that could potentially complicate that is if you gave them a URL to view your video that goes to Kaltura, so it's an external link, it's not an embedded video. You can still look at analytics, but it's not perfect. How you can do that is you can go to the Tools menu on the nav bar, and you can go to My Media. Now, My Media you can also access through going to video.maine.edu or clicking the Kaltura button that's right in the My Campus portal. So here you can see that all of your videos that you've had, you have access to here. And you can click into the individual videos to access the information. You can see that there's a little icon right here that looks like a bar graph, and you can actually click directly into the analytics from there. So here you can see I don't actually have a lot of views on this particular Zoom meeting. I'm not even sure what I created this for, but you can see the general player impressions, and you're going to be looking at the unique viewers. I mean, you can see an average completion rate, which is actually really helpful if you can pinpoint videos that are getting a really low viewability rate towards the end. Maybe you can break it up, but it's really going to be clicking into that unique viewers. The only caveat to this is that if students are viewing these URL links and they have a pop-up blocker enabled on their browser, it will record their view, but it won't record who they are. So when you're in this tab that is unique viewers, it'll have them actually listed by their login, so by their @maine.edu login, but not if they have that pop-up blocker. So that's just something to keep in mind as you're kind of tracking and seeing who is viewing your videos. The easiest and most steadfast way is to use that embed like within the course, because that way they're logged into the course. The pop-up blocker doesn't come into play then. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and give me, Heather at CETL, a call. Otherwise, happy building.